All right. We got, yes, plot armor. And this is One Punch Man chapter 204, man. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. I've been waiting. Y'all know I already post them in my own community tab, but I like when he explains stuff. Put it in his ways. Yep.
The page of One Punch Man chapter 204, titled Tough Guy, features Saitama delivering
Look at that go.
a serious punch.
That probably, so he probably finds that we probably gonna see that him doing that to somebody. I don't know who will.
Time, we were in the middle of meeting the many Neo leaders of the Neo Heroes. Raiden loomed over Super Alloy Darkshine.
Yeah.
He asked if the former hero was serious about just being a trainer and not fighting. Mr. McCoy introduced him as the former Yokozuna of Super Sumo. That's the highest rank in sumo wrestling. It means horizontal rope, which is what wrestlers of that status wear around their waists. We're also told that only Rikishi, which is another word for sumo, taller than 3 meters and over 400 kilograms are allowed to participate in Super Sumo. Everyone looked up at him in awe as Mr. McCoy claimed that just a slap from Raiden can crush large monsters.
Dang.
He also sports
Nasty flex right there.
an undefeated record of 700 consecutive victories. That last part is something we already knew from the Hero Association's attempt to recruit him. So Raiden has beaten 700 guys in a row who are at least 9'8" and 881 pounds. For reference, Darkshine is 7'8" and weighs 551 pounds. So
Wait, how tall is Lord? Ain't Lord Barus like? Wait, is Lord Barus 7 feet tall? Oh yeah, I don't think that's still gonna cut it. Or is he 8? I forget.
even an absolute unit like him wouldn't have made the cut. Now, the fact that there are this many sumo wrestlers with One Piece level proportions is insane. Their world has been faced with unprecedented monster surges, and somehow none of these guys thought to be a hero. Mr. McCoy went on to say that when it comes to combat ability, the Neo Heroes have assessed that Raiden surpasses even S-Class heroes. Which is one hell of a thing to say in front of 3 former S-Class heroes.
Yeah, I would have felt some type of way, but you know, it is what it is.
Not to mention the fact that it doesn't really make much sense on many levels. Firstly, the Neo Heroes don't officially have data on the S-Class heroes.
I like old buddy.
Mr. McCoy plans to share.
Yeah, or Mr. McCoy, whatever his name is. Bro, I like this character. I like his character, bro. I like this character right here, bro. I like if you watch the Well Coming, bro. Yo, I like his character, bro. I like this character.
Every bit of knowledge the Hero Association possesses. But that's not supposed to happen until Sweet Mask is exposed, killed, and the association falls apart. Unofficially,
and I like this character right here too, bro. I like this character right here. I forget him. I like his character too, bro.
Could argue that Neo Heroes might know some stuff thanks to their involvement with the organization. If you want to know more about the machine gods of One Punch Man, we have a whole video dedicated to breaking down the subject. But effectively, the Neo Heroes are connected to the organization, and Drive Knight is one of the organization's agents. Drive Knight himself is a notorious collector of
bro, I want to know what he did with the cat, bro. I want to know what he did with the cat.
Data. But despite his participation in the Monster Association conflict, he was only able to assess heroes ranging from B to A class. And even then, Nyan, a disaster level dragon, was his real focus. Later, he joined the other S-Class heroes in their fight against an Orochi-fused Psychos. But aside from being a late addition to that battle, Drive Knight was also the first to leave. Also, his primary objective at the time was to get a sample of the monster's flesh. Dealing with the Monster Association was the first, and thus far, the only time the S-Class heroes have ever been pushed. And in most cases, these were isolated moments that no one else saw. For that matter, the Hero Association doesn't accurately know how strong its S-Class heroes really are. The S-Class heroes didn't become a thing until disaster level demons were first encountered 2.5 years ago. The only requirements are the ability to defeat demon level threats on their own and the prowess to rival an entire division of a nation's military. Even with public information in mind, the world believes King is able to do things like throw solar system destroying bombs into giant black holes. And Tatsumaki is known to be a being that nothing in the world could ever defeat in a frontal attack. Meanwhile, that's exactly how sumo wrestlers fight. Even before he became a hero, Darkshine's strength was known for being unquantifiable. So yeah, Mr. McCoy is just glazing at this point. Despite Darkshine's inability to participate in Super Sumo, Raiden admitted that his name is—
I am glad they gave him some clothes on, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I am glad they gave him some clothes on. God, dog.
well known in their industry. Many speak of the man with diamond muscles. They say that Darkshine's strength has surpassed the limits of not just great apes, but is in a realm all its own among all living
That's
things.
his limit.
But Raiden's tone shifted as he mentioned the fact that there is another person who's received the same praise.
Me.
Himself. As such, he proposed that they lightly test their strength against—
And bro, I like this drawn right here, bro. Bro, to be cooking, bro. I like this. I like this. That was hard, bro. I was looking like, yo, what? This got to mean something. This got to mean something.
one another. We can see that there is an Oni design on the back of his gi. And if you look at Darkshine's legs, they're totally pale, which is a solid reminder that Darkshine isn't black. He was an insecure Japanese—
Yeah, I always thought like, yo, come on, back then I'm looking like, yo, I don't think he's black, bro. I'm like, yo, he's not black. I think he just put all that dang oil or whatever that stuff is they be putting on their body. But I don't know, bro. I'm gonna let y'all go with that. Whatever y'all want to go with, I'm gonna let y'all use that, bro. I mean, I don't even know anymore.
wimp.
But looking at this, like, bro, he, you know, like, unless he's like mixed, I don't know.
Started lifting weights when he was 15. He built a crazy physique, and as a bodybuilder, he opted to go hairless and bronze his body to better show off his muscles. And that coloration has become a part of him, like how Phoenix Man's costume became a part of him. But ever since he was beaten by Garo and later Golden S,
Bro, been traumatized, bro. Traumatized. I'm like, bro, yeah. He been traumatized by this one the most, though.
he's mentally reverted to the kid he was 12 years ago. It's why he wears a shirt and gloves now. Those are the parts of his body that he desperately wants to hide. As Raiden raised his hands, Darkshine reluctantly did the same while asking the Neo leader to slow his roll. But Raiden did not hesitate to press his strength against Darkshine's.
That was good.
However,
right there.
you might notice that Darkshine's legs aren't colorless here. So that previous shot of them being pale was an error.
Yeah, it was an
Although
error.
he seemed pretty unnerved, Darkshine managed to hold his own.
Yeah, I'm saying he still can hold his own now. But you know, he still physically got it, but it's it's a mental thing. He still got it physically, but mentally, he doesn't have it still, bro. You know, he's you know, he going through it.
However, Raiden's expression was hardly one of satisfaction. A moment later, he let go and told Darkshine that he didn't mean to scare him. He turned away from the man with closed eyes and accepted that Darkshine doesn't seem to be in his best condition at the moment. But internally, he wondered if the former hero might just be past his prime. Hopefully Darkshine can bounce back and change Raiden's mind. Just then, a door was pushed open by an angry boxer who insisted on joining the meeting. He faced everyone in the room while seeking to confirm that they are all Neo leaders. Raiden found the intruders to be pretty noisy. Mr. McCoy explained that these guys are underground fighters who were once considered for the position of Neo leaders. The first guy is Mars.
I ain't gonna lie, he remind me of that character from Tekken. You know, the boxing guy? He remind me of him. I don't know, in a way he remind me of him.
Leo, a provisional champion of death boxing, which is apparently a sport where boxers fill their gloves with iron sand. And this guy definitely looks like he's taken some heavy hits to the head. Then there's Coco.
And then this guy, wow, this a brother. Now you got him, and he remind me of, I don't know, like he remind me of like some Naruto. Like Maruta got something from like Naruto, and then like I don't know why, but at the same time, it's still giving me like Cell. I mean not Cell, but 17 vibe. In a way, like Naruto mixed with 17. In a way, is I'm tripping? Is that what they giving? Like Naruto mixed with 17. Something like that.
Name means solitude. A cyborg fighter from Cyborg Fight, which is where cyborgs fight in an old underground shelter for a lot of cash. But he ended up being banned since he was too strong for any bets to be placed against him. With all that in mind, I wonder if Genos might have investigated that place in search of Mad Cyborg. They certainly wouldn't be strong enough, but at least there might be a lead. Mr. McCoy wondered if they were upset about failing the Neo leader screening, which they totally were. And again, the fact that they have a screening process for their S-Class equivalents makes their strength even less credible. The Hero Association has been conducting tests with the National Superhero Registry for years. They initially placed Saitama at C-Class rank 342, Darkshine at C-Class rank 383, Watchdog Man at C-Class rank 301.
Oh, bro, I forgot about Watchdog, man. Bro, we need him back. We need him back. We need him back, bro. Like, bro, like I said, bro, just let the story build, bro.
Metal Bat at C-Class rank 223, and Silver Fang at B-Class rank 77. Granted, the Hero Association's normal ranking system takes things like societal contributions and popularity into account, but the Neo Heroes take this even further. Axel can't even bring down a disaster level demon without the help of almost—
Ain't gonna lie, my mistake. I was gonna say this was Glass Son, but it's not. Axel.
50 other people.
I had put him in the my community tab thing, but my fault.
But his hunters provide a lot of public support. Infelsenave wasn't praised for anything
I like him
besides
too.
his follower count. Wavy Gyaza cares more about promoting her music career than the fact that she could have flattened someone with the head of a demon level monster she haphazardly threw. Raiden and Suiru are strong martial artists that also happen to be two of the most famous athletes in the country. Zaydats is only really here because
he just a multi-millionaire, bro. He just a rich man, bro.
he's rich. And Wild Emperor and Metal Bat switching sides.
I feel like they double agent. I like they secret. What is he? What is this? He Mega Man's? Okay. But yeah, I feel like I feel like they just, secret double agent. You know what I'm saying? They just undercover, bro. That's, they undercover, just trying to see what's going on.
Makes the Hero Association look bad. So Mars's frustration at seeing religious figures, rich people, and an idol be selected as their leadership isn't totally unreasonable. Mars was not about to be an extra while they get to bank on privilege. At this point, he was rearing for a fight. Coco felt the same way. He refused to follow leaders who are weaker than himself. He insisted that on the battlefield, they would have much more to contribute. But just then, his scouters started acting up. Wavy Gyaza truly looked like a doll as the reading showed that her body modification ratio is more than 71%. Coco broke out into a cold sweat. The Cyborg fight participants only have a rate of 30% for their legs, arms, and eyes. Anything over 60% is just way too dangerous, and success is exceptionally rare. He already knows that a few cyborgs above the 60% threshold are in the Hero Association, but he never imagined that a girl this young could be at that level.
Oh, Genos.
He couldn't help but wonder what sort of resolve she must possess to have withstood it. Now, the mention of the Hero
Genos, his dang whole body's like
Association here is very fascinating. Genos' entire body is cybernetic, and his modifications were not a one and done thing. Over the span of only 2 months, he has had 12 different forms and doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. His resolve to find and destroy Mad Cyborg, the monster that destroyed his hometown and family, is just that strong. This statement from Coco also soft confirms that Drive Knight is in fact a cyborg. It isn't too hard to imagine, but the distinction between Drive Knight being a cyborg or a robot has yet to be outright confirmed. As for Wavy Gyaza's resolve, all we know for now is that she intends to surpass Sweet Mask, a fellow idol. Sweet Mask, the top A-class hero, is secretly some manner of monster with a connection to Blast. Wavy Gyaza's tiara features a bunch of crosses and celestial bodies. She's also an Esper that disappeared for 6 months to undergo a multitude of human experiments. So that points to involvement from the Esper group Tsukuyomi and the organization, both of which are connected to God like the Ninja Village was. And Blast doesn't have the best relationship with God. It's still unclear if Wavy Gyaza is an artificial or natural Esper. Narratively, it only makes sense that an artificial Esper would be presented one arc after they're introduced as a concept. We know that artificial Espers all have scars on their foreheads, and coincidentally, Wavy Gyaza's bangs cover that area of her body. And based on the heat she gives off and excess need for fluids, she might even have an overheating issue. The fact that Coco suddenly lost his resolve only pissed Mars off more. That's when he decided to take matters into his own hands and throw hands. Both of his gloves weigh 9 kilos, which is about 20 pounds. He let them know that in death boxing, a knockout means death. That the thrill of facing your own mortality in the ring is as exhilarating as a duel between swordsmen. Suiru, a 5-time champion of the Super Fight Tournament, actually complimented the guy's form. Raiden turned to Darkshine and said that he should probably step back, which is so disrespectful it's crazy. Mars finally decided to deliver a punch and slammed into his target with all his might.
Boom!
That target happened to be Darkshine. Mars mocked the man while claiming to have just been shadowboxing. But contrary to his expectations, Darkshine was just fine. In fact, he was more worried about Mars's wrist.
Woo.
His bone was protruding.
But that bone is out, bro. Ew.
Suiru placed a hand on the guy's shoulder. He suggested that Mars give it a rest and go home since he is clearly out of his depth. But the intruders were not finished yet. Suiru casually fended them off simultaneously.
Bro, there was a good manga right here, bro. It was a good and funny manga right here. I like this one, bro. It was cool, man.
And yet again, it looks like we have an artistic error. In this panel, Coco is suddenly missing
he don't got his beard.
Facial hair.
Yeah, his facial hair,
record, I don't really care about minor art issues much at all. It happens all the time across the medium. But I do know that Murata cares. At times, he cares enough to give us redraws in place of chapters. And if not that, he'll revise the entire thing for the physical release. Sometimes he does both. And after wasting so much of this year on Ninja Arc redraws, that is the absolute last thing I want to see. There were plenty of things I wanted to discuss with this one, but it's clear that we still haven't recovered from this streak of short chapters. I really miss when 30 plus pages was the norm. Honestly, the last 3 chapters feel like they're actually just one that's been cut up a bunch of times. Truly, the current state of One Punch Man deserves to be studied. So if that's something you guys would care to know more about, let us know and we'll make a more in-depth video on the subject. As always, I'm Slice of Otaku. Thank you all so much for watching and have an awesome day.
That's what's up, bro. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, right there, bro. I love it, bro. I love that One Punch Man. I like when he come up plot. I'll be waiting on plot on him, bro. When he do like the One Punch Man reviews, like the chapters. I like when he do it, bro. But yeah, man, you already know. Link up in the description. All that good stuff.